Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Brittany. So in today's video, I am going to be doing a makeup video for you guys. It's going to be a talk through of my is this an everyday beat? It is when I'm filming. A neutral beat. It goes with every hair color for me. So I do this makeup look a lot. It's going to be a talk through. So I'm going to be telling you how I do my brows, my eyelashes, the full face. Okay. Yeah. So it's going to be a long video. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll try to get back to you as quickly as possible. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please consider subscribing. And shout out to my Premiere Squad for watching this with me right now. I am filming on my phone, so if it looks different, it's because I'm filming on my iPhone. My camera's downstairs and my phone camera is nice by itself. So I was like, let me just try it on my phone. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see how I got this look together, then just keep on watching. Hey y'all, so I told you guys I was going to do like a makeup video where I am kind of showing you guys how I do my makeup. I've been doing makeup videos on my channel for a long time, but I feel like I understand how to do my makeup now, like all steps. I know how to do my makeup and I understand my skin as well. So I'm going to tell you guys everything that I'm doing. If you are interested in my wig, this is OUTRE KATYA. She is a year old. First of all, we're going to start off with the primer. You put this on before you do your foundation so your foundation sticks better. Yeah, so I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer here. It's a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Yeah, I have dry skin. I used to have oily skin, but I think as I've gotten older, it's changed. I do put it over my brows as well. Some people don't do that, but I do. Okay, so what I do next is I take my Laura Mercier setting powder here in translucent. I do put that on my brows so my brows don't get oily, and I do put it on my cheeks. Now it's 7 o'clock at night on a Saturday and I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted to look cute in the house. So I don't really care if my eyebrows and stuff get oily, but I'm gonna do it for the video. So I put it on my brows and I'll have all these products listed in the description box for you guys. And I put it on my cheeks as well. This is a good, tip for people with oily skin, but I do it on my skin too, even though it's dry. Okay, next step that I do is color correction. So I do have some hyperpigmentation under my nose and, under my eyes and stuff. And if you have, acne scars, that part on your face that looks kind of like a beard and it's, just your skin tone being a different color, color correction can help that. If you are my skin tone or darker, you usually go with orange or red. And this is the LA Girl orange corrector. I've been using this for years. You can also use lipstick. I was using orange lipstick. So since my nails are short, I'm just gonna blend this out with my finger. And these are press-on nails. I love these. These are the Empress press-on nails. And I feel like you can just pop these on. Let's say you're a nurse or something and you just want to look for the weekend, but you can't wear actual nails. You can just pop these on because they come with an adhesive. But if you're rough with your hands like me, I use glue and the adhesive it comes with. And they last for me. And lasting for me is like a week because I change my nails every week with my press-on nails. And the short length helps too with longevity. So I've fallen in love with these. I've tried this color, which is Taupe Prize. And then the other week I had on Pick Me Pink. Pink's my favorite. Okay, so I am going to do my brows. And for my brows, I use the Goof Proof pencil. And I mentioned all this stuff in my recent current makeup favorites video. I'm just showing you guys how to use them, okay? I got my eyebrows waxed for the first time. I wanted to keep the fullness, but just have more of a shape to them. So I'm just gonna brush them up. I do wanna try, I think it's like an Anastasia brow pen to get that like hair stroke thing going. But this is what this pencil looks like here. Looks like that. It's a very thick pencil and I feel like it's very beginner friendly. And I have thick eyebrows, so I feel like it complements them. So I don't have to do a whole bunch of filling because they're already thick. So I'm just drawing along the bottom and then getting to the tail and then filling out the middle. I don't start at the beginning because I feel like that'll make it look too harsh. And then we're gonna start at the top and get that shape filled in. And then connect the end. If you are enjoying this video so far, give it a thumbs up. Shout out to my Premiere Squad watching this with me right now. And I'm just gonna brush my brows and distribute that product throughout the brow. Put some strokes in there and fill it in. I honestly, I do really like the brows from like 2016. Now I did my brows back then a little bit too thick and it was just too much for my face. But I still like the really clean and perfect brows from back then. I know now it's a very full natural brow, but I still like the aesthetic of the 2016 brows. The like fleeky brows from then. That's what they were calling them back then. So you see the difference there? I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one off camera because this takes up, it takes up so much time. Okay, so I have my brows like filled in, but now I'm going to perfect them and carve them out. I'm gonna use the Juvia's Place concealer in shade 13. I use this on the bottom and kind of the outer parts, and then I use my actual foundation towards the inner part. I saw somebody do that on Instagram years ago and I thought it was a great idea. Her name is Lush Diva. I saw her do that on Instagram a few years ago. So I used the lighter color out here. And I'm just carving that out so it looks clean. And I'm gonna do that on this side as well. And this is a flat brush that I'm using. This is a painter's brush actually that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, but I'm pretty sure, you know, actual makeup brands have flat brushes like this. I like how thin it is and flexible. Okay, so I'm gonna use my actual foundation on the inner part of my brows. I'm gonna use the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in Huahan. I'm gonna put that on the back of my hand here, and I'm gonna get the front of my brow there. I could just do a separate video on my brows because they take so long, but I'm just gonna do one big long video for you guys. I did do a brow video in 2020. So there's the bottom. So I'm gonna use my foundation shade on the top of my brows to carve them out. Now, people who don't wear makeup, they always say, I'm not doing all of that. You don't have to. Okay, this is for the people who want to do like a full face, even if it's like a neutral kind of look. I do have like some makeup videos where it's like a little bit less makeup on my channel. So you can watch those, like ones that don't have lashes and stuff like that. But I still typically still do the base part the same. But it's gonna look like a lot of makeup to somebody who doesn't wear makeup. So it looks crazy now, so now we need to blend this out. I'm gonna use this Morphe E8 brush. It's kind of shorter and it's very dense, so that's gonna be good for blending all this out. Make sure you're blending your stuff out good. Now I gotta blend this concealer unibrow out. So I'm gonna lightly blend towards the front, even getting a little bit of that concealer on the brow. And I'm gonna do that over here. Blend that out. And I'm going to brush through my brows in the front because they kind of got lost just a little bit. And I don't want them to look too blocky. And I'm gonna lengthen the tail of this brow a little bit more just because this one's longer. I do have some brow gel, but I can't find it. Some people use Got2b glue on their brows to kind of set them in place. But I don't want to do that. I'm just not gonna use brow gel. And I'm not a professional at all. I did at one point want to do other people's makeup. Then I realized that's not something I wanted to do. I've only taken one-on-one class with an actual makeup artist. The rest of the stuff I've learned from YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. So still learning. Okay, brows are done. They're done. Now we're gonna work on our eyes. I'm not gonna wear any eyeshadow today, but I usually do my brows and then my eyeshadow. I have seen people like do eyeshadow after brows. So I'm just putting some concealer on my lid to kind of cancel out any color I have on my lids before I put any product on it. I would do this if I was applying actual shadow. I'm just gonna do bronzer on my lids because that's like my everyday kind of signature thing. I picked that up from Face Over Matter. It's a nice way of having like a no shadow look, and it's super easy because it's only one shade. It's just like a nice wash of color. So I'm using that same E8 brush from Morphe and blending out that color. So now I'm gonna take my Juvia's Place bronzer palette here. This is the tan palette. I use this a lot. I'm gonna be using this shade up here. And I like to blend this, put this on my lid with my Real Techniques setting brush. So, because I like how big it is and I'm just using one color so I don't have to be precise. I can just do like a nice wash of color. So I have it on there and I'm gonna put it in my crease and just blend that out. This kind of nude look goes with everything, and I like to use this when I'm filming my videos, especially if I'm, you know, doing multiple wigs in a day. And it's just like universally pretty, just like a nice neutral beat. I'm gonna do that on this side. And if I want to deepen this look up, I can go with that deeper shade in the palette. Just kind of doing windshield wiper motions and little circles, putting that on. You don't have to really be precise with this, especially if you're doing this before foundation and concealer. But I'm gonna try something different today because I did it the other day and my makeup looked so good. I did my bronzer, my foundation, contour, and bronzer before I did my concealer, and it looked really good. I saw some lady on TikTok say do that, try that, and my makeup looked good. Used to love wearing eyeliner, but now with my makeup looks, sometimes I feel like it takes away from how I look. So I just like to do lashes and no eyeliner. So for my lashes, I'm going to use the Essence Princess mascara. This is really good on its own, so if you don't like strip lashes, you can just use this. Because it gives a lot of volume and length with just the mascara. I feel like it's really nice. I don't usually curl my brows before I do them. I mean my lashes. Okay, so I have the lash with the glue on. It's been like 30 seconds. So I take my lash and I have it up in an angle like this because I want to drop it on my lashes up here. Now sometimes it gets stuck and I have to take it off and try again, even now. So kind of lean my head up and then I have my arm at an angle like that. And try to get it as close to my lash line as possible. And then I have the middle there. I know it looks crazy, but then you secure the outer part. You pinch it on the outer part, and then you secure the front. And then I use the tail of my tweezers here. I can scoop this down. Let me scoop this down. Also, I think I already cut these to fit my eye because most lashes are too long for me, so I just cut off the first section on the outer part. I cut from the outer part instead of the inner part. I've done both, but I think you're supposed to do the outer part instead. These are very dramatic. Here. Do I like them though? And are these even the ones that I was talking about? So I have them on right, but I don't know if these are the lashes I was going crazy about. I really don't think so. Put these on my lid again. I'm gonna wear the IMV75 instead because those are too dramatic. I think I had them confused with another lash because those are too much for me. Even for me. I don't like the 25mm lashes. I think they look, I just don't like how they look. But these are really cute. I got these from Walmart as well. So I have lash glue on there. And I'm gonna put some on mine again. Do the process again. Okay, so it's been past 30 seconds, so let's put these babies on. Same thing, go in at an angle. Make sure you secure I always secure the middle first. And then I kind of drag it to the end. Secure the outer part. And then I secure the inner part. Now I have a gap there, so I'm gonna start to press it down so they kind of melt together. You can use your tweezers or your hand. Might have to clean your tweezers off so they don't have any glue on it. Now these are up my alley. These are good. The other ones were too dramatic for me. Like, these have drama too, but they were like too much. Yes. So what I like to do after I have my lashes on is I go to the outer corners and I kind of press them up to kind of give, I don't know, like a cat effect to the eye. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to my foundation. I'm using my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in Huahan. I love how this looks on my skin. It looks very, I used to like to look very matte with my makeup looks, but it makes me look like I'm glowing, you know? So I'm gonna use this Morphe M439 brush. It's very dense, and that's how I'm gonna blend out my foundation. Now I do have beauty blenders, but lately, I think for the last like 2 years, I've been leaning towards using actual brushes for foundation. I've been using this foundation since April when the Sephora VIB sale was going on. I picked this up, I'm pretty sure, and I love how it looks. And get into Katya. She's still that girl. This is one of my favorite wigs of all time. Okay, so we have some foundation on. I'm going to take this brush here and blend this foundation out. I'm kind of patting it in. I'm not like smearing it. I'm tapping it into my skin. Not really getting it under my eye because I'm going to have concealer there. Getting it on my lips as well. Pretty sure this video is gonna probably be kind of long, so shout out to you guys who are watching this with me. pressing it into my skin instead of smearing this on. Okay, so usually I go in with my concealer and then my contour and then I blend it out. But the other day I told you guys my makeup looked really good when I did my contour and blush first and then my concealer. So for my contour, I'm going to use the Plotio Build and Blend Foundation in the shade Mocha. And I'm going to put it right here, because this is for my face shape. I go up at an angle like this for my concealer, and then I put some around my forehead, and this is where I blend my lace typically, so, or tint my lace typically when I do my contour. And then I'm gonna put some on my cheekbones here. That's how I do it. And then lately I've been doing contour at the beginning of my brows and then putting it on my nose, but everybody does theirs differently. I just feel like it looks completed when I do that. And then I'm gonna take my blush, which is the Rare Beauty liquid blush in Joy. It's like a nice coral color. And I'm gonna put 2 dots up there. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend out this contour before I do my concealer. And I love this brush from Fenty Beauty. This is the, what is this? The 125 face brush. I love how small this brush is, very dense, and you can really get into those cheekbones there when you're blending it out. And I can go ahead and use this to blend out my blush. Looks like it would be bright, but it's not that bright. It's very natural to me. So I'm gonna go back to my Fenty brush, blend out my contour. Making sure I blend that down, kind of dragging it down a little bit, patting and dragging with this. If you are busy, I don't think I would do all of this in the morning, like when you're going to work and stuff, but if you have the time, you know. I'm going to switch to that other brush, this Morphe 439 brush, and blend out my blush, my nose contour, because I know it looks crazy. I don't know what brush this is, but I love, like I said, I like these denser brushes because it's good for blending out. So I'm gonna take this brush, it's a small brush here, and I'm gonna blend out my contour at the beginning of my brow. I just feel like it makes the look more polished when you do this little brow part. I didn't used to do that, but I feel like it really defines my face and makes my makeup look more professional. Now I don't have concealer on yet, but I'm about to put that on. Okay, so I'm going to set my contour with my bronzer here. It just helps warm up the face, but I really do feel like bronzer and contour it's very similar. You don't necessarily have to use both. So I'm going on top of what I already have and just kind of setting that. And this is a angled blender brush from Royal and Langnickel. So now I'm going to move on to concealer using that Juvia's Place concealer in J13. I'm going to put it in the corner of my eye right here, and then on the outer part, leave the center part open, but you don't have to do it. You can do it like we used to do and fill it all the way in, but less product, and it's going to go over there anyway. So I have it under my eyes there, in the middle of my nose, Cupid's bow, chin. But if you watch my other videos, I always do, like I said, my concealer right after foundation. So you don't have to do it this way, but this is another way to do it. So I'm gonna use a brush I've already used, the E8 brush from Morphe. And I'm gonna blend out my concealer. Looking really good. And I'm not dragging it all the way to my edges. I don't think it's necessary. Blend that out. Blend out my chin. Feather those edges. Feather the edges here. For this, actually, I'm going to go in with my face brush and make sure this blends out really good. The transition from the highlight to the blush to the contour looks good. Contour brush here. Make sure that's nice and blended. That transition there. This is looking good. I'm gonna get on my nose and kind of get on the edge of it. Just kind of tap that and blend it out. I feel like my makeup has improved this year because I noticed, like, I do feel like you have to kind of analyze your makeup every once in a while, because I've been doing my makeup a certain way for the last probably like maybe 3 or 4 years, and I think you should never stop learning new techniques when it comes to makeup, because sometimes you just need to upgrade. And I'm a lifelong learner, so I still watch people's makeup videos, usually on TikTok though. It's just easier to consume on there, but here I am saying that and making like a super long format makeup video. But yeah, I don't feel like a lot of girls do makeup videos on YouTube like they used to. Like the beauty gurus that I remember that did makeup, they don't really do that anymore. Somebody, I forgot her name. I'm going to insert her, but she is really good if you're a beginner looking to learn makeup. She actually still teaches, and she's black, so she's good. Okay, so that nose contour looks good. One of these, I don't even know what this is called. I know it's for powder though, and it's perfect for getting under the eye. So I'm going back into my Laura Mercier setting powder. I'll have the name of what this is in the description box or on the screen. So that same lady that told me about like doing your concealer after doing your contour and blush, she said first go in with your setting powder. This, I do this all the time, this part. So you put that under your eye. You don't have to bake if you don't want to. A lot of people don't bake like they used to, so it's probably because most, you know, people are getting older, so baking can look dry under the eyes. So I need to set that. That's what I need to set, my nose. So you do that first. You set your under eye, and I like how this has that pointy end, so you get in there. I like that. Go ahead and set those other places. I like this. This is like my second time using this. I can dust this away. And she said after you do that, you go in with a pressed powder over that. So I was like, okay, that's something. And that's what I'm going to do. Go over that with setting powder. And I'm gonna set my face actually with that same powder. Like the areas where I didn't put, you know, contour and stuff. I'm just gonna set those places. It's looking good. Okay, this is pretty much gone. I did buy some. That's something I don't really have a lot of backups of, like face spray. So I'm gonna just have to see what I can get out of here. This is the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. And I always take like one of my wig cards and just you know. Got something on my chin. Okay, for my highlighter, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Tribe Highlighter Palette in Volume 2. And it looks like that. Nice gold highlighter. I don't own a lot of highlighters. Like when I find one that works, I just keep using that one. So I just put it on the tip of my nose. And kind of on the side so you can see it on when I turn my head. On my Cupid's bow here. I usually put it between my eyes. Okay, I want to put it on my inner corner of my eye. Got a little brightness there. Okay, for lip liner, I'm going to use what I've been using a lot lately, which is the Straight Living lip liner, which is a nice brown shade right here. Gotta sharpen this thing again. I need to buy another one because this is like so short now. And if you need to clean up your lip liner, you can, because I need to. Let me clean this up. And also kind of blend it in. Take it towards the center of my lip. So I'm going to use Revlon Super Lustrous The Gloss in the shade Sky Pink. So once it mixes with the brown, it's not going to look sky pink. It's going to look more like a clear gloss with a pink tint. Okay guys, so here is the final look. I think it looks great. I hope this was informative for you guys. Like I said, I am not like a makeup artist or anybody like that, but I have, you know, been improving and evolving with my makeup, and I feel like you don't have to be an expert to, you know, share what you know. Okay, so I've learned a lot, so I wanted to share because I do get a lot of questions about my makeup. Ooh, my lace on the side. I do get a lot of questions about my makeup, and I wanted to share with you guys on my channel. If you are interested in any of the products that I used, I'll have those listed in the description box for you guys. The wig too, it'll be linked down there. If you have any other questions or any ideas for other makeup videos that you would like to see, you can put those in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching, especially my Premiere Squad. Thank you so much for watching, because I know this video was long, but I appreciate you watching. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Please consider subscribing. I do a little bit of everything over here. Some makeup like this, some hair content, wig content, fashion, home decor, everything. If I'm interested in it, I'm gonna put it on my channel. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please subscribe and turn on your notifications. I do upload at least twice a week. And follow me on my social media platforms, on my other social media platforms, TikTok and Instagram at My Fancy Cupcakes. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.